Hello, fellow gamers! Jim here, and welcome to Season 2 of Celeste Strawberry Jam. Season 2? Are we calling it that? Probably not. Yes, we are back at the beginning at Everest start screen. Remember, Everest is the version of Celeste you need to download if you want to play mods. Failed to install Everest update. That doesn't sound good. Right, so today... man, I am really excited to be picking this back up. It's not been too long a break, but I did want to just take a little bit of time between these, and also I think going forward I'm probably going to be a bit more gradual with my releases. As fun as it was to always have to try and get a video out every day throughout the beginner lobby, which I think I did manage once I started doing that. Maybe the first couple of episodes were a bit of a miss. It just got a little bit on top of me, so I think I'm just going to slow it down, take a break between the lobbies, and maybe release every other day or something like that. I don't know. I'm not going to hold myself to it, particularly as these levels start getting harder, right? So they might take me longer to beat. Hopefully the intermediate lobby won't be too bad. But anyway, we can see the start screen of, Celeste, I suppose. But our save file here with the one heart, the blue heart for the beginner lobby, which you love to see. Let's jump in. And here we are. And we can finally press right. Whoa! The intermediate lobby. Chapter 2. Climb. Let's go. Feels good to have different music. Not that there was anything wrong with the previous music, but it's always nice to have a change. It's very somber music. Very somber, very chill. Let's jump on over to the journal to have a look at what's going on. So we have fewer levels. So we got what, 5 greens, 7, trying to count, 7, 5 greens, 7 yellows, and 6 reds. Very exciting. We can see a level immediately over to our left, but we're not going to be checking that out just yet. We can enjoy the scenery. We're in this lush wooded area with our little picnic set up with our jam. We've got the bench. Let's jump onto the bench, and this is a cool thing, because in the intermediate lobby we've got a brand new map to explore, which is great, but if you'll notice there's a little arrow at the top there next to intermediate lobby. Well, if we press left we can come back to the beginner lobby, and you can in fact just walk between them, and it's super quick. So yeah, it's awesome. What a nice little feature. But we're done with the beginner lobby, so thank you for that. In fact, look, if you look at the beginner lobby map, I didn't mention this before, I got 22 out of 21 hearts, which is obviously representing the completion of the heart side. Now, we got some lovely scenery in the intermediate lobby. I'm looking forward to exploring it. Look at that view. Beautiful. I'm looking forward to exploring it, but we'll do that as we pick up the levels like last time. But for now, I need us to head to the gym. The intermediate gym with gameplay from Aiden, Bryson, Fonda 1515, and Eclipsed, spelt with a 1, different from Eclipse with no 1. Gameplay polish by Bryson. Code by Big Kahuna, Maddie480, Viv, Wegfan. Art by Circumplex, Mail Drop Folder, Nerford, Nico, Vexastray. Music from Ceph, good old Ceph. Screen wipe from Vamp. Writing from Bryson, Death Control, Owen Sherrill, Valkyria. Playtesting from Agent, Eclipsed, Fonda 1515, Moose Moose, Owen Sherrill, Pedro Curb, Prime, Real Hojo, Rue, VA2M. Playbacks by Kateza, Lost in Nowhere, and Captains with Bryson, Death Control, and Valkyria. Lovely to see a few new names there. And lovely to be in a new gym, yes. Should we play in light mode, everyone? Ooh, it's not so bad, actually. In the beginner gym, it was awful, but I think we'll stick to dark mode. Gyms are tutorial errors. We actually read this already, didn't we? Yeah, we can... Interesting, if you start dialogue, you can just skip the cutscene. This is about the library, isn't it? Never mind. Right. Excuse me. Okay, so let's head on over to the left, where we are, at long last, taught how to fast bubble. Yes, if you remember, I spent so long in the beginner lobby complaining about not being allowed to fast bubble. Well, here we are. Pressing dash while inside of a bubble will cause it to start moving immediately. Yay! And then this is the challenge section. Yes, includes red bubbles. Instant death, very good. I did wonder how long my first death in the intermediate lobby would be. Well, there you go. Pretty much the first opportunity. Right, Wallbounce. Excellent. We're also being taught all the basics. To perform a Wallbounce, line yourself up directly under a wall, then dash upwards. When you are positioned next to the wall, press jump. Jump should be pressed during the dash. I think that's something that catches a lot of people out. This results in a wall jump that gives much more height than normal. Excellent. Yay! Wallbounce unlocked. The initial vertical and horizontal speed of a Wallbounce is always the same. This is true regardless of how early or late you input the jump. However, if you wait longer before pressing jump, you will start the Wallbounce from higher up on the wall, resulting in a higher peak height. If you press jump too late, you will instead perform a regular wall jump. Now, this is what catches a lot of people out and it takes so long to learn the muscle memory for this. But you have to delay, oh no, I failed. You have to delay your pressing of jump for as long as you can. And it can feel really weird, and you can really delay. Like, you know, you can get right up there, but it's something, it doesn't feel right, but a lot of levels later, particularly in the harder lobbies, require some very precise wall jumping. When performing a wallbounce, when performing a wallbounce, holding left or right after pressing dash will affect your trajectory. However, holding up has no effect on wallbounce trajectory, so you can release up after dashing. Yep, so we can come over here, grab this switch, and we can come over here and grab this switch. Wow! I am showing off the perils of these gyms. Whee! Very good. Wall bounces can be performed using a bubble instead of a dash. Yes, this never... no. 4C need you to do that in the main game. I was about to say, oh, this never comes up in the main game, but it certainly does. Okay, so here's our challenge screen. So let us be about it. Whee! Ah, it's so nice to be able to wall bounce and not feel like I'm cheating. Fast bubbling, wall bouncing, and now the other two. I'm so excited to unlock officially the ability to hyper. To perform a hyper, dash down diagonally and jump before the dash ends. This results in a jump that goes faster and farther horizontally, but not as high vertically. Boom! Ah, we did it. By delaying the jump, you can perform a hyper and refill your dash before leaving the ground. This is known as an extended hyper. Ah, man. This is like bread and butter for the whole game, and you don't get taught it in the base game. You don't get taught it. You get taught to wave dash. You never get taught how to extended hyper, and it is the best thing about Celeste. It is what everything in Celeste is based on. Anyway, can you tell I'm excited? I'm now allowed to extend it to hyper in this playthrough. Not that I haven't been, but you know, I've been trying to hold myself back. A wave dash is an extended hyper that starts from the air, allowing it to be performed on smaller platforms. Yes, this is another thing that people don't understand. Wave dashing and extended hyper dashing are the same. It's just about your starting height. Whee! Yeah, you know that little wave dashing and you tutorial in Farewell? It's a total lie! Don't listen to it! Okay. Hypers and wave dashes can be performed while using a bubble instead of a dash. Sorry, I'm taking my time through this gym, but it's just, so cathartic to get all this off my chest. Right, I think this is the final challenge, isn't it? Whee! Very good. Let us go. Oh, yeah! Woo! Now we're playing Celeste, baby! Right, supering. I didn't think I'd be this excited about this gym, but I really am. To perform a super, dash horizontally and jump before the dash ends. This results in a significantly longer jump with the same height. Yeah, I think playing through the beginner lobby with the artificial restriction that I was only using the tech from the beginner gym, it sort of really made me value this ever so slightly more advanced movement options. By delaying the jump, you can perform a super and refill your dash before leaving the ground. This is known as an extended super. Very good. Yay! Supers can be performed by using a bubble instead of a dash. So very much like a hyper. Look at this fast bubbling. Ah, mad skills. Okay, let's go. I thought maybe you needed to wall bounce there, but apparently not. Whee! There we go. I feel like I've actually unlocked the ability to play the game now. Wait till we get to ultras. I want to be able to do this without feeling like I'm cheating. What do I want to do first? Let's do Jelly Regrab. This also never gets taught to you in the game, but you learn it through natural gameplay and farewell, to be fair. Dashing up diagonally into a jelly while holding grab results in a horizontal and vertical boost. Here, jump to the right while holding the jelly. Throw it to the right, then dash up right and re-grab the jelly. Yay! Whoops, back boost. In my intermediate gym, yeah, I won't do that. Whee! Ah, yeah, and you can also delay your grab when pressing grab through the jelly. So you can hold grab and you get the boost, but if you delay it and then press it as you're on top of the jelly, you can go a little bit further. Just like wall bouncing. Neutral drop or holdable lift. Let's do neutral drop. To perform a neutral drop while standing on the ground, press down while holding a holdable object. This will drop the holdable object straight down instead of throwing it horizontally. Here, grab Theo to activate the touch switch, then press down to drop him. Make sure to release grab after the drop to avoid picking him up again. Boom. Yeah, I think he dies. Yeah, if you walk into this, he does die. So consequences. To perform a neutral jump while in mid-air, press down before releasing grab while holding a holdable object. Down has a higher input priority than other directions, so you do not need to release left or right while dropping a holdable. This does not apply to analog controls. Fascinating. Fascinating. I actually didn't know that. Maybe I did. I kind of felt like I instinctively knew it, but I don't use analog controls, so I didn't know about that. But here, time a neutral drop to make Theo collect the switch while you fly through the air. Whee! Yeah. Oh, brilliant. All right, we're nearly done. Oh, this is a big section. To perform a lift, throw a holdable object against a wall, then dash upwards into it and hold grab as it bounces back. This will result in a vertical boost. Here, jump while holding the jelly, then throw it against the wall and perform a lift. Yay! Whoosh! Yeah, Farewell also teaches you that. Some of the key rooms, I think, in Power Source, I think the checkpoint is called. You know, where you have to go and pick up all the keys and you can go up, or you can just skip it if you're a cool guy. Yeah, that, I think one of those screens teaches you that. Lifts can also be performed with heavy holdables, such as Theo. However, the timing for heavy holdable lifts is slightly more precise than it is for jellies. Okay, yeah, I did think that felt harder, and so yeah, it actually is. Okay, cool. To optimize the amount of height gain from a lift, throw the holdable at the peak of your jump, then press and hold grab as late as possible. The boost itself will give the same amount of height as a standard lift, but delaying the grab input results in more height overall because the boost starts later. Yes, this is the same as the regrab that I was just talking about. Come on. Ah, what am I doing? There we go. And the wall bounce, similar sort of idea. You press the button later than maybe you're used to, and it's tough to come on, didn't get the boost at all there. There we go. And it's tough to get to train yourself to do it. Right, little challenge section with the jellies. Whee! Boom! Let's go. There's a much harder variant of this tech that we will learn later. But for now, that's brilliant. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Or according to my demographics, maybe lady and many more gentlemen. That was the intermediate gym. I'm so excited to be in the intermediate lobby. I love the beginner lobby, I really do, but I think the game starts getting really interesting in the intermediate lobby. So yeah, really excited to check it out with y'all. And as ever, if you have been, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.